Bergman Lights here, another season over. I have already started taking my show down, but I thought I'd go do behind the scenes, even though some of the props have been removed. Let's go over the house first. Again, I have my snowflakes on the garage. I have a video on that. Those are attached with magnets. I have moved one of my Boscoyo stockings here to the left side of the garage. I never had a prop there before. I got a Charles prop, one of his trees there. I figured exactly which one that is. And there's the other Boscoyo stocking. Up above the peak of the garage here, I have a Mother of All Wreaths, a couple GE XLS's. I think that's a GE D flake, I believe. And then their 48 flake. I have the GE icicles. Those work great. Then over here on the left side of the house, I have 4 pixel poles there with basically the designs on those. There's 600 pixels in each. On the lower roof, you'll see my Olaf, who sings, along with the singing stocking from Boscoyo. A couple spinners, some more flakes. I think those are J's. There's a flake 48 up there. A Rosa Grande arch right over my entry window. And you see Santa and the reindeer, which I made. And the the Toy Story crew here, which I made as well. All of these props are all driven by a Culp K40, and I have a whole bunch of strategically placed differential receivers. This year I also added, you'll see from here from your pixel store, I have some permanent lights in place here, those puck lights. I got those under all my eaves, and then I sequenced it for my show. I used basically, I always use them as floods so that it would give me a glow effect on the side of the house when I was looking for that. And that worked out really nicely. Now in my yard, I had right here, which are taking down a Penguin, which I had a 30-watt floodlight underneath it. I have my Boscoyo stockings and my C9s for my yard outline, as well as some Home Depot snowman lights, which I put a bunch of C9 bulbs in those to get those to work. You will see my candy cane forest, and I have out in front of the yard triple arches made with SFL's design for the bases using 1-inch PEX, and a bunch of GE snowflakes on the front of those. I ran the arches and the snowflakes and the yard outlines actually off of 2 differential receivers. You will see my GE presence over here. That is running off of one Culp K8. Runs both these presents. Then off to right in front of me here now, I have 2 Matos spiral trees. I bought these from him. I was, I think, one of his first customers for them. They're made out of steel, and the reason I got them steel is because of my wind, to make sure everything survives. You will see a seed pixel tree. This is basically the design from SFL, and I ended up printing finding another model online for a 3D printed star. These things are really low power usage. I really liked them. I put some pixels in the bottom of the base, but I ended up deciding not using those. I think it looks just fine the way it is. And then on the opposite side of my mega tree, I also have 2 more spiral trees and a seed pixel tree. So and then next to it is a Boscoyo the Santa hat. And that pretty much rounds out my yard, with the addition the mega tree. The mega tree now is on a 20-foot pole with the star up there, so I'm about 23 feet tall for it. I doubled the number of pixels on it this year. I have 7,200 pixels on it, and I am driving that. I'll walk around the back here with a Genius Pro 32. Driving 32 strings. Worked out well. Go on the back of my stocking here, and I just use a PVC frame, which I stake in the ground with some rebar to hold it in position. So that's pretty a quick rundown of my show, and not a lot changed this year. One thing I did remove as well, right there in that open space, I had a bunch of Costco snowmen, which I put 10-watt floods underneath that and would turn on those floods periodically to give it a nice effect. Well, guys, I hope this helps you out. Oh, I keep forgetting something. I got my my P5 panel. I'll walk up to that quickly here and let you see that. Just hanging that off the rafters. I have a piece of plywood I planted back to hide the hoist on it. And let's see, is there anything else that I should show you guys? Oh, for my permanent pixel lights, right there on the right is a Wasatch controller there that has 4 outputs. 4 outputs. It was an ability for a differential receiver to make it 8 if you ever needed that. And then I have a couple of differential receivers there, which are come out to K48. The one nice thing about that Wasatch is when I run to my show, I run an Ethernet cable to it, and it's on my show network. And then when I disconnect that Ethernet cable, it will wirelessly connect into my home network, so I can use it during the off season. All right, so that pretty much covers the show. You guys have a great day.